All right, everyone, it's time to start our very first page in our fantasy story that we are going to write. Yesterday, we went ahead and formed some ideas. Some of the ideas that I came up with for my fantasy story, and again, yours could be different. I want them to be different. I want you to use your imagination. This is your story. You get the chance to be the author and the illustrator, and later on, we're going to share it with everyone in our class, and I think that you guys are really going to enjoy sharing your ideas and listening to their ideas, because some of the stories might be funny, some of them might be silly, some of them might be weird or mean or exciting. You just don't know. It's not your story. So I think that this is going to be really fun while we make it, and I also think it's going to be really fun when we get a chance to share them. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about what I have so far in my story. I have that my fantasy story has two characters. One is Yellow the banana, and the other is Appy the apple, right? The next thing that we went ahead and put together was the setting. The setting was the place that where it's taking place at, and what time of the day, or maybe like what type of day it is. Okay, so it says that we were at the playground and it's going to be a rainy day. Our problem, we said we were going to come up with a problem and then a resolution. The problem is that Yellow the banana gets mud on her shoes, and then the resolution is that Appy decides to have a mud fight with her. So they, instead of worrying about their muddy shoes, they decide to make something fun out of it, and they say that they're going to have a mud fight together. So I'm going to go ahead and take the very first part of my story, and I'm going to make it into a sentence, and I'm going to also draw a picture. So let's go ahead and talk about the beginning of my story. So the beginning of my story, what happens to Yellow and Appy? What are they doing? They decide to go to the playground, right? So I could write, because we all know that at the top, I'm going to I'm going to draw my picture, my illustration. But at the bottom is where I write in my words. So let's say, Yellow and Appy decide to go to the playground, right? And then what happens? It starts to rain. So that could be my next page. So let's just say at the beginning of the story, Yellow and Appy decide to go to the playground. So that's what I'm going to write first. So let me zoom in for you guys just a tiny bit. Okay. So Yellow, and again, at the beginning of a sentence, what type of letter do we use? A capital letter. Good. So I'm going to make a capital Y. Yellow, and that's one of our sight words, so I could use my sight word deck for this. Remember that if we cannot write a word, we just sound it out as best as we can. This is Kinder. We use our sounds for writing every time. So yellow, and that's another sight word. Make sure I put my finger space, and again another finger space. Yellow and Appy. Again, Appy is her name, right? So I put a capital A. Yellow and Appy decide. Let's think about the word decide. What letter makes that sound? Decide. What letter? Can you help me? The letter D, right? So I'm going to put D. I would say maybe a U, right? Decide. Yellow and Appy decide to, that's another sight word, to go, good, finger space. Yellow and Appy decide to go to, again, to that's another sight word. So I put a finger space and put the. Where are they going, guys? The playground. Let's sound it out. I would say ow. Yellow and Appy decide to go to the playground, and I put a period at the end of my sentence because I know that I have to have some kind of punctuation, whether it's a period, an exclamation point if I'm shouting something, or a question mark. And I'm not asking a question, I'm telling them. Yellow and Appy decide to go to the playground. So now let's go ahead and draw a picture of Yellow and Appy. I'm only using marker, but if I was you, I would use pencil. I'm just writing it in marker so that you guys can see it on a video. But again, I'm going to draw a picture of yellow, and we said yellow is what? A banana, right? So I'm going to draw a banana. And remember, I said this is fantasy, so in my picture, they're going to have legs and feet, and then probably a hand. We said hands have 5 fingers. And again on the other side. Good. I'm going to give her some cute little eyeballs. Good. And we know that whenever it's a girl, we usually give her eyelashes, right? And then maybe a nose and a smile because they're happy right now. They are going to the park together, or the playground together. The next person that I need to draw in my picture is Appy. Appy is an apple, right? So I'm going to draw a picture of my apple. And again, I'm going to give her some legs and some feet. And she's going to have some eyeballs also. I made 2 girls in my story. You could use whatever you wanted. And again, because she's a girl, I'm going to give her some eyelashes just so she looks cute. I could draw a bow and maybe some hair. It's up to you. Now, we said that we were going to go back and color afterwards and add details, but for now, I want to go ahead and label. We know that this is who? Appy, right? And this is yellow. I make sure I put capital letters. I'm labeling my drawing right now. I know that I'm going to have some grass because they can't stand in the air, right? We talked about this. We go back and color that green, right? I know that it is sunny outside, so I could draw a sun coming out of the top. Is it a sunny day? It is right now, right? It hasn't turned into a rainy day yet. Oh, I forgot her arms. Why didn't you guys tell me? Need some arms. And a hand. And a hand. Good. And then I could draw in some clouds. And this is just them deciding that they're going to the playground. So Yellow and Appy decide to go to the playground. If I wanted to, I could draw in maybe a picture of a slide or a swing. That's up to you. Again, this is not your story. This is my story. So you get to choose what you want to draw in your story. Today is the very first page. So this would be the very first page in my book. Tomorrow I'm going to draw one more page, and then the next day tomorrow I'm going to draw another page, and then the next day I'm going to draw one last page. So our book will be 3 pages long. It will have a beginning, middle, and end. So on my picture, I have the very beginning of my story, and that's it. I would go back and color it. Miss Geyer is not going to do that for the time being, just because if I color it in with marker, it's going to be hard for you guys to see it. But later on today, I will color it in with crayons. I just have to go find them, okay? All right. That is all for today for your writing. So that is the very first part. Besides forming ideas, we are actually going to go ahead and go forward with whatever characters and setting you chose, and then you're going to draw a picture to match that, okay? All right. If you have any questions, please let myself or Miss Gonzalez know, and we are more than happy to help you. I hope that you guys have a fabulous day. Bye.